our A value here? 2. What does that do? Vertical stretch by 2. You multiply all your Y values by 2. That's it. Okay. What is my B value? So my B value is a half, which means what? Horizontal stretch by 2. Okay. What's K? We'll do K and then we'll do H. What's K? Which means we did what? 8 units down. Yeah. So K is -8, which means we went 8 down. All right. What's H? -5, right? It's what makes the inside of the brackets negative. So it's -5, which means we went 5 units left. Okay. I'm not going to sketch the graph because the parabola is actually kind of boring. You only have to worry about the vertex. So we're going to do another graph that's a little trickier. Something that you would see. All right. May I flip the page? You guess so. Thank you for the permission. Okay. Before we do a graph. No, it's not going to worry about that. We'll do the graph right in the middle of the page. So here's our graph. This is f of x. We're doing this to it. -2 f of x minus 3 plus 1. So we need to figure out a, b, h, and k. A, b, h, k. Okay, a value. -2. That does 2 things. What are they? So flip over what? The x-axis. And vertical stretch by 2. The shortcut is just multiply by -2, right? That's the easy one. Okay, b. What's my b value? 1, because there is no number there. Well, there is. It's 1, but it's not 0. If it was 0, it would wipe out the whole equation. So b value is 1. Okay, h. 3. So which way did we go? So we went right. And k, up 1. Okay. Do you want to try sketching this on your own and then see if you can match it with mine? No? Yes? I think we should try it on our own. I have faith that some of you can do it.
So for the vertical stretch one, you just multiply by -2.
The vertical stretch one, just multiply all your which values? Y values. And remember, you have to go in order. Do your A's and B's first. So you're going to multiply all your Y values by -2. That's your first step. Do that, sketch the graph, and then I'll put mine up for that one. And you're going to end up off the graph. Have you done your vertical stretch? Just do your vertical stretch right now. And then sketch the graph quickly. This is why you need pencils for this part of the unit. That's what your graph should look like after the vertical stretch. That's not the final graph. That's just the vertical stretch. Is everybody okay with that? Okay, what's the next step? That's the next step. Hold up.
Yeah. So like right now. Oh, you already did it. Okay.
Yeah. The final step is move it 3 right and 1 up, and you just move every point. Doesn't matter the order you do those in. So go for it. That's what your graph should look like. It should be probably better drawn than mine because mine's horrendous, but same idea. Sorry? I just did 3 right and 1 up. Oh, I missed 1 point. No, did I miss a point? No, I don't think I did. Okay. I think. Is that right? It's ugly the way it's drawn, but it's not the best graph, considering the bottom is like off the graph. I will always give you a graph that when you do the expansions will fit on whatever you're doing. I think.
A solid line.
Just a straight line. Linear. Okay, how's that? Is that okay? Can I do the next one? All right. We'll come back to that one. We're going to skip to this one at the next page. There's our graph, our original function, f of x. We're doing all this stuff, okay? This is like a test question, okay? So if you need to star that or write it down or do whatever you need to do so you know it. So I will give you a function. I will say, do this stuff to it. Sketch the new function. What is the issue with the way I have this f of 1/2 x plus 3 minus 8 written? What is the issue? Because there's something glaring that you have to do first before you can sketch it. Look at the formula, which they have right here. How does this differ from this? Nope.
Because x and 3 are not like, is b in the bracket with x and 3?
Yes. There's no brackets. If you look at this, it's b bracket x minus h. This does not have that. You need to make this look like this. So how am I going to get brackets in the middle there? That would work, but that's not how you do it. Because 1 doesn't really do anything. So it does work. Yes, you have to factor out a 1/2. You have to factor out the b value here. So I pull a 1/2 out. What is inside the brackets now? Sorry? Not x plus 3. Not x plus 1.5. X plus 6. Remember, we did it on Friday. When you factor a bracket out or a fraction, what happens? The number will get bigger because you're dividing by a half. And you can check it. If I multiply the 1/2 in, I get 1/2 x. What's a half times 6? 3. So that's how you can check it. So now you do your A, B, H, K. So A, B, H, and K. What's my A value? 1, so that doesn't do anything. What's my B value? Which does what? HS by 2. H is -6. You see how the H in the original, it looks like H is 3, but it is not. It is 6, or -6 in this case. Okay? I'm telling you right now, you're going to see something like this on your test. All right? If it's -6, you go left. K is? So you go down. All right. What do you do first? Yeah, you can, but most people, you're right, you can do it that way. Most people won't. That's why I tell them to do this. In my experience, most people won't solve for x. So let's go. It's 3. But yeah, you're right. If you solve for x, you get the same number. Horizontal stretch by 2. Do it, people, please. So multiply all your y values by 2. So if you do the horizontal stretch by 2, you get this light blue graph, and I should have picked another color, but let me zoom in. You get that. What's your next step? So you go 6 left, 8 down. Again, one of your points is going to be off the graph. That's okay. There's your final graph. Red one. How's that? Is that okay? Any questions? You're okay? 1, 6, and 8, please.